Welcome back to an episode of Daylight Poll. So tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but later on today, actually in a few hours from now, in about 7 hours from right this second, about 7 hours from now is going to be my Met Gala. It's going to be my Met Gala because, I've always had like ambitions to become famous, to become a well-known name, to be that guy, mainly through YouTube, because like YouTube's like my number one thing. But over the years of making YouTube videos and trying this life, going to Logan Paul's house, yelling and screaming in front of the place, and then getting arrested, and then going through the wards, going through the psychotic places, talking to the doctors, becoming homeless, living on the sidewalk, living out of a duffel bag, wandering around, not having any sort of help from friends or family, them wanting absolutely nothing to do with me anymore, being beaten down by life. I'm starting to realize, maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's not possible for me. I don't want to make this video and make anybody think of their ambitions of that, maybe you can go do that, but for me personally, I can't do that because 1, I'm fat, 2, I'm not that good looking, 3, it's just like my voice, my personality, it's just like, if you were to go and ask my friends and family, oh wait, I don't have any friends. Why is that? Oh, I don't even have any family, the people who's supposed to be, and keep in mind, I had a pretty normal family. It's not like I had there weren't druggies, they weren't terrible people, we didn't grow up in the freaking ghetto, I had like a normal ass family, and out of one instant of me, due to being on medication that was prescribed to me from a doctor because of a car accident, making one wrong move, my family decided to let me go. My family, my blood, the people who's supposed to be there for you in those kinds of situations. Even them. Ever since I was like a kid, no one's like really wanted anything to do with me. And I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to get that I'm just not what people want. And that hurts, it really does. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Because it kind of feels like I just gotten launched into space and I'm just floating around in space in just a vast, endless nothingness. Nothingness. And everybody knows that, I'm out there struggling and no one's coming for me. And then that's the rest of my life. And that's the rest of my life. And like it's like, I don't know, it just feels like so much pain that after a while you just kind of numb out to it. Now I am in charge of being my parents. I am in charge of being the ruler of myself. I am the charge of the ruler of my body, of my living situation, of my job, of everything. which is like, you know, that's the normal path of a man. You know, you should take full control of your life. But with like normal people, normal families, it's just like, I believe that it's just like almost you have that backbone being your family to like, if you go out into the world and say, we're going to go ahead and conquer, and then, you know, you figure out how difficult life is out of your parents' house, and then you fall apart, typically the family comes by and sweeps up the pieces, put you back together, and say, this is not the end of your life. You just went out into the world and realized that it's a lot harder than you thought it was going to be. I don't have that backbone. I don't have anybody to help me. And I find it sickening. I find it disgusting of that my family can that quickly just turn their back on me and never talk to me again. I find that disgusting. I find that disgusting. I find that like it's just almost like sometimes I don't want to cry. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, there's no way that this is real in the worst way possible. I'm like, there's no way that I lost my family. And every single day when I realize that, I'm like, there's no way. And then like, yeah, it is. That is the way. I'm like, there's no way. That was my family. It's like, yeah, they don't love you. It's just like, what? And then when you start when I invite you into my life and you look at me and you look at my body, it's just like, you know, when you see the flaws in me, it's like then maybe you can start to understand like, maybe that's why he's like that. Maybe that's why he's all fucked up. So it's like the reason why I'm so excited for my quote Met Gala being the company barbecue that I got invited to. It's just like I guess even then, like, I guess you can kind of understand like a little bit of like why I'm so excited for this, because nobody, oh hey, you should go check out this job. Nobody helped me into this job. Nobody made a resume for me. I did that. Nobody gave me a ride to the place. I drove there. It's just like, because prior to this job, you know, I was working two jobs, and I was working 16 hours almost every single day. And then like I realized that I was fully dying. Like, you know, like you can see like how fat I am, and my body was fully deteriorating, and my life, my consciousness was like leaving me because of how horrible the situation was. Because, you know, it's not just working 16 hours a day, it's like the hour and a half long commute. And then like as soon as like I walked through my apartment door, when I had the apartment, I would just fall on the mattress and then wake up like 3 hours later and then go straight back to work, you know, or you know, like take a shower and like get some fast food, and then I was just like, I need 12-hour shifts. And then and I went on Craigslist and it popped up, and I thought it was so perfect. I thought it was a scam, But with this job, it's just like, it's just security, but it's so different. It's so different. It's like so different. It shouldn't have happened because in my past, I went to Logan Paul's house. So maybe it wasn't just one thing that I fucked up with my family. Within that same week of getting arrested at Logan Paul's house, as soon as I was released, as soon as I was back at my parents' house, I decided to take bus to bus to train to bus to bus to bus to Paramount Studios, and I ran inside. I went into the gate. 5 security guards took me to the ground. Police officers showed up, and then I got arrested twice within like a week. Prior to this, I've never been arrested. So maybe it was 2 things, and then you're fucking, we are done with you, buddy. So I just like, I don't know, maybe it was like a few things of just because like when I was on medication, I was not me, and you can definitely see that in the very first videos that I was making on this YouTube channel. I was just a different individual, which was not good. So just me doing that, and it's just like, what pisses me off is just like even families that I didn't think was as strong as mine. It's just like I see like, you know, the teenage son goes out and does like methamphetamine or something. Or like they go and fucking rob a bank or some shit like that. And then the family still has that love to recuperate them. And then it's just like, well, I got arrested twice for doing nothing. When I showed up at Logan Paul's house, I did nothing. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't take anybody to the ground. I didn't attack anybody. In the fucking news report, it said that I vandalized stuff. I didn't vandalize anything. What happened was I had my own personal vehicle. It was like a vehicle like this. It was a Ford Expedition. And what I did is I spray painted Paul Frazier vlogs on the side of it. And I believe if you type in Google SUV in front of Logan Paul's house, you'll see it. That's my SUV with the Paul Frazier spray paint. And I didn't spray paint anything on the ground. I didn't vandalize anything, but it said that I vandalized Logan Paul stuff, and that's just not true. I didn't hurt anybody. They hurt me, actually, like when I was tackled to the ground. That hurt, and the ground was so hot, and I was being held on the ground. It's just like, it was just amazing, like, that's of how easy the love towards me can be broken. I don't even have to try to break the love for me from somebody else. Like, it's so easy of like, oh Paul, I'll have a person who loves me, and then like I can just throw a piece of trash on the ground. What? Are you serious? You disgusting person? Like, that's littering. And then like they're completely done with me for the rest of my life. It's insane. It's insane. Like, I'm not afforded love, it's like, that's my life. I have to live without love in my life. And it's just like, being like a human being, something that's alive, it's just like, that really fucks things up in the body. I gotta get ready for my Met Gala and this barbecue. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Bye.